Steve, I was going to start by asking about the injury situation, but I think it might be easy to ask who's fit.
Yeah, we've got a number of young players playing tomorrow night. Really good opportunity for Josh Thurlos and Rolly Dean, two 17-year-olds. First time in the history of the club to two kids who who've come through our academy and at 17 years of age play on the big stage like tomorrow night. So that's exciting times. A number of players will come back. Luther Burrell will make his debut for the club tomorrow night.
I saw the big man on the way in.
Yeah, the big fella's pumped. He's ready to rock, and a number of other players will get the opportunity to showcase tomorrow night. How's
Luther's development been?
Yeah, he's been good. He's been really positive and upbeat around our organisation, and it's not going to be groundbreaking. It's as I said, it's going to be little steps, and there's going to be some rocky roads along the way, which I expect. But he's going to be full of energy, and he's played on the big stage before, and his experience hopefully will give a lot of our younger players that edge tomorrow night.
Is that just looking at the two young lads who are coming through as well? I mean, what does this say about the development of the academy and what's going on? Have you got other kids? Have you started the production line?
Yeah, it's huge. From when I come to the club, as we wanted to create him, some space for more opportunities for our scholarship in academies, and to get two 17-year-olds playing Super League is quite special, and there's still a number of good kids to come through. So there's a lot of hard work to do between now and then, to keep continually improving and keep evolving.
We have to look back at the game at Catalans. I mean, we can't discuss events off the field as there's ongoing investigations, but let's talk about the events on the field. It was, should we say, a very physical game?
Yeah, it was a very physical game, and I'm all for tough games and going two quality teams going hard at it. We've always had some good battles with Catalans over the years, but I was disappointed with a few things when unfolded, when I noticed throughout the game. It is what it is. It's been dealt with. There's an investigation going on at the moment. So other than that, I can't say too much.
Exactly. I mean, it's a rarity, isn't it, that you maybe get one or two where there's a fight and there'll be two regular, but the two for one side and one for another. I think it shows that maybe a level of aggression that was beyond what we usually expect in the Betfred Super League.
I'm all for aggression. I'm all for teams going and unloading and going hard at it, but you got to do it within the rules, and there's certain parameters and boundaries you play the game, and I think I'm best to leave it at that.
And then Blake, how's he looking? Is he likely to make the grand final? I'm just getting ahead of myself. Is he likely to make the final?
Yeah, he's got a bit of a an ankle sprain, so we'll know more over the next couple of weeks. And one thing I do know that he's the ultimate professional, and he'll do everything he can to get right, and time will tell.
Is it a case of if there's a little tweak or something, not bringing players back, just because we're in the business end now, aren't we? I mean, you proved last year just how good you are at adapting to this part of the season. So is it a case of you just go, well, it's not worth the risk, we're going to need you in the week, 2 weeks or whatever, that's a bigger game than this one. Is it about your management of these injuries now?
Yeah, it's critical. You've got to understand your players, and you got to understand their cycle, but also too not put them in a dangerous position down the track where it may negate a big game too. So we've got a really good high performance staff here where we feel that we manage players quite well and understand them. So we feel that we're getting that right.
Exactly. Now, it's been a couple of weeks since we spoke, and we talked a great deal about consistency throughout the season, and there's been you're going through a little bit of an inconsistent patch at the moment. I mean, what have you put that down to, where results haven't quite gone your way?
Yeah, we've been you could say that. I'm not going to shy away from that. When 2 weeks ago we played a really solid game of rugby league against Hull FC at Bolton to go to Wembley, and I thought that was a cracking game. That was that put a marker down to show that we've got the capabilities of a really solid team, and in tough conditions. We stayed at it. We never went away from the plan. We're disciplined, and last week, with the weight of possession and field position, and we done really well to get back in front. And, we lost those two sin bins to those 2 yellow cards, and in the end, with all the changes what went on, and with the injuries we suffered with, it sort of threw us around a bit. But I know what type of team I have. I've got a good group of lads here who work extremely hard. I know when we get it right that we've got a really solid foundation here, and I'd like to be a little bit more consistent, and that's our challenge.
So what we do, we look at the Catalan games as an anomaly, really, because there was so many events that it was difficult to play rugby the way that it was. So let's move on from that and not get involved in all that. So we look at Saint. You two have been top of the tree between you both all season long, by far the two most consistent teams, and two strongest teams, managed by two Aussies who grew up together. Right. We will get them photographs to put up of you under sevens grand final winners, is it?
Yeah, that was right.
Yeah, I think, and under 13s as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, 12s, I think it was. Yeah,
12s. Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, we'll get them pictures. We'll get them pictures over a bit later. What have you made of this side, and just in going back to Australia as well? Yeah,
they're a quality football team. They do everything fast with pace and execution. He's high detailed. They've got a lot of quality players, and they're doing everything together. That's the challenge. We've got a good footy team here too, and it's about getting it right on the day, and they deserve where they are at the moment. The league leader shield, because they've been the most consistent team over this period. But we've still got some big games to come, so that's exciting. And I'm really happy for Justin. He's he deserves a crack. He do really well over there. His results speak very highly from what he's achieved here at St Helens throughout the season. And as a mate, I'm just really happy for him to chase his dream and get that opportunity.
The experiences you had last year of reaching two finals, how does that help you this year? I mean, do you feel that you're ready for these sorts of things?
Yeah, you always like to think that it can galvanise you, and hopefully we're stronger for the experience, and time will tell that. But playing on the big stage, and the atmosphere can get the better of some players, and hopefully we can learn from those experiences, and it's about being at your best and nailing your best performance on that given day. And we learned some harsh lessons last year, and I'm not going to go into high detail about that, but time will tell, and we're just really looking forward to the big game tomorrow night.